Here with Erik Fromm and Khyle Marshall on their senior day, gearing up for Seton Hall. And guys, as you look back at the last 4 years, and this is going to be the last time in the regular season you're out here at Hinkle Fieldhouse, have you had an opportunity to soak it in and think about it at all, or have you been so focused on the game that you haven't had a time to really reflect?
To be honest, I've been thinking about this night for about a couple weeks now. Just going into games and practices, we have pregame speeches, and we hear, we have 7+ games, 6+ games. We just count down the amount of games left, and then so we're just thinking, wow. I'm thinking myself, wow, can't believe the day of my last day at Hinkle's is about to come, and it's hard to believe that tomorrow's going to be that last game.
Now, even after last night's game, just knowing that tomorrow is our last time in Hinkle and with this great fan base, it's surreal. It's weird to think about because our freshman year, you never think it's going to end. It's like just a continuation of high school. Like, I have 4 more years, but college has gone by a lot faster, I would say. Yeah. And in a blink of an eye, it's here, so it's pretty weird. The Butler community is special because I see all these people after the games, and they're shooting on the court, or they're coming down the stands and talking to us. They're giving us notes, and we're signing things for little kids. And I just think that at any time I could look up into anybody in the stands and extend my hand and say, like, could you help me with this? Could I help you with something? And I think that they would be there for me, and vice versa. And I think that's pretty unique about a program. And Hinkle Fieldhouse is just the cherry on the top. Seeing the little kids, just looking up to us and hoping one day, they get to where we are. I think that's a special experience, and it definitely gives a warm feeling inside knowing that so many people in this community look up to us, not only as basketball players but as people as well. And I think that's the biggest thing that's jumped out to me is just, like you said, the camaraderie between our team, our school, as well as the community.
One word, Erik. What's Khyle Marshall meant to Butler?
I would say the man. Kyle's done a lot for this program. He leads by example. He really puts up numbers for us when we need him to put up numbers. But he can also do other things too, in terms of taking a back seat and letting other guys shine. So, yeah, like two words. The man. Yeah.
There you go. Khyle, you got anything for Erik?
Definitely. One thing that comes out to me is selfless. I've never seen a guy that has been so worried about his team before himself more than Fromm has. Like, he could care less if he came in the game and scored 0 points. As long as he came in and he played his tail off, did whatever it takes for our guys to win. We all fed off of that, and especially as a senior, when you see a senior, that's an example that we want to set for these freshmen. Fromm is definitely our vocal leader. After every game in the locker room, he's the one talking to us, whether it's halftime, end of a game. He's the guy that's speaking for us, and does a great job of that. So I would say definitely selfless, a vocal leader, and a winner.
The culture, it speaks for itself. If you take away the success of the program in terms of wins and losses, and you just look at the people who the program produces, they're high character people, and I think that's by design.
When we're about to walk out this little tunnel over here, about to enter the court, you can hear the footsteps just walking up the arena. Just thinking about the fans that are coming up for this game, and I think I'm never going to forget the sound of shoes just pounding on that metal as you're getting ready to run out on the court.
There's been some things in my life that have happened, and I haven't really been able to be emotional by anything since. So I don't know if it'll faze me, but I have a feeling it might hit Khyle a little bit. I can see it already. I can see it in him right now a little bit, but we'll see. Only time can tell. I can't say. So.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a pretty emotional guy. It might hit me, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to show my emotions, and if it happens, so be it. It's a special moment, and I'm happy to share it with my teammates and everybody that's going to be in this arena.
Andrew Travis comes in. Erik Fromm checks out. Healthy ovation for the senior from Bloomington, Indiana. Now Khyle Marshall checks out. Marshall, senior from Davie, Florida. Leader for the Bulldogs. Most acrobatic players in Butler's history.
From day one, both of these guys have been terrific in terms of leaders. You know, I'll never forget the first time I sit and I talk with Erik Fromm. I thought he was 40 years old. You know, he just has a maturity about him, you know, a way about him, and that carries over to the other guys. You know, when our team gets together, he speaks, and you know, when I think of Erik, you think of a great teammate. How he's handled himself from the start of the year to the end of the year. You know, basically saying, "Hey, coach, whatever the team needs, I'll do." And he's taken a seat on the bench and played a crucial role, you know, coming off the bench here as of late, and had a heck of a game today. And then you think of Khyle. Butler fans' memories are going to go back to his ability to rebound the ball as a freshman in the NCAA tournament. They're going to think about, you know, all his big-time dunks and the amount of highlights. I call him the best lob catcher in America. But what I'm going to think about is his smile when he comes into practice every day, the energy that he gives off, and I think he's grown in that area.
Hasn't really hit me yet, but you know, it's tough to believe that we won't be playing another game inside Hinckley Fieldhouse anymore. That was a very, very magical moment. Happy all the fans and our teammates were able to share this with us and our families.
I can tell you this, I would not have a senior night anywhere but Butler, and that's from the heart.
Let's have a round of applause for our 2014 seniors, Erik Fromm and Khyle Marshall.